Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to Terraria. And it's been a long time since I did a video, even though those of you that are watching this in the playlist have, it just went from one thing to the next, but it's been like 9 days because I've been excruciatingly busy, and by that I mean I was playing other games. I know, I was cheating on Terraria, it happens, I'm wildly unfaithful, believe me, you should know that by now. Been on this channel long enough. But we're back again, and we've got a couple of things that we gotta get done today. The chief among them is going to the dungeon because we defeated Terra in the last video, and we have got to go kill some ghouls and goblins down there, some monsters and beasties from the depths of the dungeon's hard mode for that sweet, sweet ectoplasm. And I'm going to stuff that into various things, and we're gonna make some equipment out of it, and it's gonna be great. Even though I'm not entirely sure that I'm really gonna need any weapons from down here, just the armor set would do me good. Because I got myself a leaf blower. Alright, check this thing out, it's from Terra. Alright, I got the wasp gun. I got all this stuff upgraded, by the way, because I couldn't help myself. Got a nettle burst, I didn't upgrade that because it's kind of meh, but I have it on. We're gonna go down here. And I am going to try to go swiftly, because I did build something down here in pre-hard mode, which is something I highly recommend you do. Excuse me, got a little hair in my mouth there for a second. I built a little dungeon farm down here. So, I should be able to progress relatively quickly. There was the ectoplasm, we got that. I want as much of that stuff as humanly possible. I've just got to work my way around. It's pretty close. It's not as robust of an arena as some of the other things I've made have been, but I mean, it'll work. Oh boy, if only. Well, there goes coffee. I got some of that already. Yummy. Excuse me. Necromancer. We don't want it. I'm hoping I can get pretty lucky and get all this stuff quickly, because this particular part of the game I absolutely despise. I think there's a lot about this part of the game that I hate, but this is one of the big ones too. The whole going back here. It sucks. Also, I forgot I had a teleporter built up right here. That would have saved me a lot of trouble. I flew right over that. That's how long it's been since I've done any of this stuff down here. Alright, so now I just gotta wait. That kind of reset everything, and we'll put a pygmy down there. He's purple. He's a little fellow. We like him. Also, I noticed there's barely any mobs showing up, which is kind of distressing. We'll go ahead and put this down here. We'll put one of these here. Yeah, minions just kind of going to work. Well, there's a magnet sphere, and it's mythical already, so that's one down. Excuse me, do you mind? I don't really think I'm a big fan of you being here causing me problems. Nope. No luck, unfortunately, but I got a magnet sphere, which is, I mean, they're not great, but I mean, it's cool. You just walk up and you throw it out, and it just shoots the beams. Might be better than a nettle burst, I think, for sure, in my opinion. We gotta go to the underworld, because there's a couple of new things down there, too, if I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh, Bone Lee. They're coming. Does the leaf blower shoot out poison? What is inflicting that? Also, wisp in a bottle. Neat. Bright green orb of flame. I love it. I love this thing. One of my favorite light pets. Probably one of the best in the game because I can control it slightly with my movements. I love it. Look at that bouncing back and forth. Really cool. I'm a big fan. Also, maybe I didn't build this very intelligently, but I'm noticing that there really isn't a whole lot of going on down here. Oh, there's a Spectre Staff. That takes care of that. That's my heavy hitter right there taken care of. I have to upgrade that. Heat-seeking, heavy damage. Can't go wrong. Oh, a black belt, too. That's great. It's another one of those done already. Lovely. I guess that's kind of useful. Originally, people would use them to help cheese the Daylight Empress of Light, which, mind you, I have no intention of even attempting to fight. I just will not be doing that. Kind of a funny name, that. Shotgun. As opposed to, what? Beans that the other guns shoot? I mean, why is it a shotgun? What do the other guns shoot? They don't shoot shots? What do they shoot? That's a rocket launcher, fella. I don't need anything from him. Plus, I was a ranger. Really, all I need is all the monsters to show up, but I'm kind of wondering where the hell they're all at. It's awfully peaceful down here. I don't know if it's something that I did, but it's awfully peaceful. Really, all I want is ectoplasm. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm gonna need. I know that I do need a couple for the boss fight. For the moons, rather, that's what I need. I need some of that good stuff. I definitely want to get the frost moon stuff. There's just particularly the, what's that pine needle shooting thing? What's it? You know what I mean. Whatever in the hell that thing is. I get me that and I'm good to go. Whoa, that was heavy hitting. Well, what do I need to do to make death happen faster? Where's all the monsters? I don't see them anywhere. Well, yeah, this is pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. Being prepared kind of makes this suck. I think I might just be too good for this game. Oh, there's a scope. And there's a kraken. That's the yo-yo. And there's the whip. We got the Morning Star. And sniper rifle. Ow. I mean, aside from ectoplasm, what, the beam staff? What exactly is it that I'm waiting for right now? Kind of wondering if anything. And a shotgun. We got that. Yep, pretty much just getting everything that this place has to offer, even the SWAT helmet. Pretty much immediately. Angry Bones. I'm gonna have all the drops this place can give me before I even get a banner for a single hard mode mob. Like I said, it's wonder what'll happen whenever you, prepare. And you end up with this being your dungeon hard mode experience and, the alternative of immediate death. Not even a single paladin or anything either. I'm kind of surprised. I would have figured one of them would have trotted on in by now. Apparently not. Oh well. Hey, look at that cream soda, my favorite. Y'all ever have that Dr. Pepper cream soda? Let me tell you something. All I'm gonna say, you figure this out for your own. Dr. Pepper cream soda, pork belly. I'll let you just go ahead and sit on that for a little while, okay? So I'm gonna leave for you. Hey, jousting lance, woo! Hey-yo! There's a black belt. I know that there's something else that he drops. Enough of black belts, I'm kind of tired of them. Give me something else. God damn it. Damn it, would you give me something else? Oh, rusty armored bones. Very nice. We'll put that up next to the other one. Oh, give me a paladin or something. I want to fight something that might potentially pose a small risk. I know there's a key brand. I know that exists for you, what is it? Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy is one of the Disney things. I forget what it is. I don't play the game. I don't know. This really is not how I expected this video to go. I kind of figured it would be a little bit more entertaining and whatnot. Maybe these Let's Plays are best served when I intentionally do things wrong, because it makes for better viewing. Like if I don't build an arena, or make a farm, or make any kind of way to make it easier on myself, then it'll actually pose some kind of a threat to me. There it is, that's the other one. Alright, cool, we got it. What exactly is left? Aside from ectoplasm now, I don't think much. Oh, there's the key brand. Like I said, that knocks that out. My god. Oh, there's a Pally Dan. It's Dan the Paladin. Dan Paladin. That's the guy that, or one of the people that worked on Castle Crashers. Ever play that game? It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. Oh, it dropped ribs. He dropped ribs. Barbecue ribs even. See what I was telling you about? Grilling and smoking. Delicious. Even a Paladin can grill, okay? And those guys walk headlong into death. They're dumb. They're stupid things. They lack intelligence. I've suffered more damage from the swinging mace balls than I have paladins. Nope. It's alright. No Diabolist. He drops a weapon too, I think. Anybody else? Come on now. We move side to side. I'm having so much fun moving left to right. I'm super not bored and having a good time. Shooting spirit balls at skeletons. Can't fight back against my... SpongeBob. There's an adhesive band-aid. And another shadow jousting lance. Wow, I'm having so much fun. Look at this relogic. This is really riveting gameplay. Really well designed. I am having a tremendous amount of fun. I mean, I've said it before, but if I had it, if it was up to me, particularly this stage of the game, anything to have to do with the jungle and everything, I would completely and totally overhaul the entire thing. I don't understand the sense of any part of the jungle stuff in this game. Like, I genuinely, I cannot wrap my head around why it was a good idea. Like, the bosses and the items and whatnot, like, okay, I get it, it's kind of interesting, but, like, does it even really need to be in the game? I feel like this part of the gameplay really only pads out runtime, because I could probably go fight the golem right now and mop the floor with him. Same thing with Duke Fishron. Like, I could skip this stage and it wouldn't matter at all. Like, I get, like, Razorblade Typhoon from Duke Fishron, and that's the end of everything up to the Moonlord, pretty much. Like, I kill Plantera, get one good item from him, or if I'm lucky enough, like, I could probably do it, but I don't really feel like trying that hard. If I could take Duke Fishron down, you know, early on, because I was just swimming in, you know, truffle worms. I could probably just get one item from him and use that to pulverize everything leading up to when I'm supposed to fight him. Like, that's really it. It's just the item, the weapon, the good enough weapon, it doesn't matter what the stage of progression is. Like, but this part, it feels so, like, it exists just to stretch things out, you know what I mean? You know that part of Calamity where you've already seen everything, you explored everything, even the new biomes? You're moving through hard mode, you're fighting a couple of new bosses, and it just kind of feels like you're ping-pong balling back and forth between the same biomes over and over and over again. Now we're gonna go to the hard mode jungle. Now we're gonna go to the hard mode jungle. Now we're gonna go to the hard desert. Now the hard mode desert. We're gonna go to the abyss, and then the even more abyssy abyss. Then we're gonna go to the abyssiest abyss. Cool. You know, like, sometimes less is more, you know what I mean? There's more personality in the split mod than there is in that entire mod. I don't care what anybody says. I've said that before, I've said it when I played it, and I mean it. To this day, I mean it. There's more personality, excitement, intrigue, and sense of adventure in the Abandoned Lab and the Mod of Redemption than there is in the entirety of most modern mods. I know that underneath those fireworks, it's just a big pixel square bouncing back and forth, firing off death lasers. That's all it is. Your distracting wannabe dubstep doesn't impress me. I feel like an overhaul for the hard mode progression wouldn't be too terribly bad, honestly. I feel like you could incorporate a dungeon and an ice biome update. Like, you could totally do a fire and ice update. I mean, what I would do, I mean, if it was up to me, I would totally add some new biomes that are in the same vein as the Lizard Temple in the jungle. Like, inaccessible, sealed off, maybe when you walk by you might see or hear some of the music or whatnot in there, but you can't really get to them until hard mode. And I would totally lock them behind, like, hard mode boss progression. Like, you kill a mech boss, and then you find a way to unlock those biomes, you know what I mean? Or maybe that's what generates them, you know what I mean? Like, for the desert, I could totally see mini biome being like a tar biome full of, like, undead dinosaurs. That'd be really cool. Like, maybe whenever it's, you know, you kill a mech boss, it erupts from the depths, and right dead center down the middle of the desert is this massive, like, canyon of tar that threatens to spread all over the desert. Like, it only affects the desert blocks. So if you don't go over there and deal with the boss, which in my mind has to be a giant skeleton dinosaur without a doubt, it'll spread and take over the desert. You know what I mean? And there's new stuff there. Or for the ice biome, you could make the entire lower level down here like some kind of like primordial permafrost. That'd be really cool. Get like saber-toothed tigers and cavemen and mammoths running around down there. Give you an opportunity for a cool, like, maybe some caveling references or something like that. That'd be neat. From Core Keeper? That'd be cool. You could have an Adventure Time reference down there. You could make the Ice King the final boss. That'd be really cool. We already have, like, the wannabe Wendigo up there in pre-hard mode. You could do the same thing for hard mode. Just make it like an ice wizard or something like that. That'd be really cool. And the permafrost does the same thing as the tar biome in the desert, and it threatens to take over the entirety of the Arctic. So if you don't do something about it soon enough, you're gonna end up having a super hard biome flanking your central area over there, you know what I mean? On either side, you'd be locked in. Kind of give you a reason to go out and explore those biomes again that isn't go kill the hard mode mobs and maybe you might get lucky enough to find an item you'll replace after you kill one biome mimic. You know what I mean? Like, and I would overhaul the entirety of the early hard mode stuff. What if you were to put an early hard mode boss in the desert, being that they kind of parallel the jungle? I'm just saying, soundtrack-wise, the motifs are there. They're both like metal soundtracks. Why don't you come up with another metal band to reference as a boss? I mean, there's an opportunity there. I don't know. Pick up, like, you know, I don't know, a Slayer reference or something like that. So it's like a death metal spider or something down there, like a desert spider. I know Slayer's not exactly the best choice. I'm not really a super big fan of them either, but it's just, you know, something to throw out there. The concept could be interesting. It could be like this real, like, heavy metal soundtrack, you know, desert themed rather than sort of jungle themed. It'd be kind of cool, you know what I mean? Have this giant spider. I'm thinking like Irenaeus, I'm pretty sure, from Shadows of Abaddon. I'm pretty sure that was her name. That was one of the coolest spider-themed bosses I think I've seen so far. This thing that kind of crawls in and out of the shadows and just jumps out at you. That'd be crazy. You're in this chamber in the desert, and you can't mine through any of the blocks. It's just this layer. You bust open an egg sac, kind of like the queen bee, and it comes out of the walls. All you see is its legs, you know what I mean? And if you get too close, it jumps out at you, inflicts you with some really debilitating poison, and then it wraps you up. If you get wrapped up in its webs, then it pulls you in and it'll bite you, and it'll do a lot of damage. Maybe in expert mode it'll poison you, and in master mode it might two-shot you, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool. Maybe give it some kind of quicksand attack that slows you down if you touch the walls. Have it spawn a whole bunch of spider minions that make a beeline for you. That'd be cool. I mean, I'm just throwing ideas out there, you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely ways to add things to this game and go back and revamp old content and add, you know, like, updates to things that don't involve, like, a new soundtrack, some wind animation, and poop blocks. Like, the amount of things that I've bumped into, and I'm like, huh, neat. I'd rather have a boss. I know that's easier said than done, and I don't know very much about programming and coding, but I got ideas for days. If I had the money and the time, I'd make a mod to end all mods, I swear. If I was a millionaire, I would dedicate my time to making the best Terraria mod that anybody's ever seen, and then I would never play it. No beta testing, no early accesses. I'm not letting you min-max and losers in there, ruin it for everybody else. I'm not even gonna make a public release version for YouTubers to show off. Nobody will see anything about it until the day it's done. That, to me, I think ruins a lot of fun about modern adventure games or anything with RPGs. By the time the game comes out, it's been played to death in early access. Everybody's got an idea for how they want to min-max everything. They already know what every creature does, every mob does, show off all of its cool effects. There's no surprise anymore. That's what I would want. It's gotta be surprising. Like, could you imagine you're walking through a biome and you have a mod installed, you have no idea, like you're walking through the ice, and then all of a sudden you just see a mammoth come charging out of nowhere and plow into you, sending you back flying feet in the air? Like, wouldn't that just be like, oh, okay, didn't know that was a thing. Those moments are really cool. There needs to be more of them. Otherwise, the games in general get pretty boring. That's why when I do any kind of game at all, if I want to play it and there's an early access, I won't touch it. I never touch, I wasn't in the Below Zero thing for Subnautica early access, didn't play it once. Not 1 minute. And I never will. I never would have. Same thing for the new game when it comes out. If you want to see a Let's Play of that, go somewhere else, because I'm not going to touch it until it's fully released. I don't even want to see it. I will see it all when it releases. Alright, well, I think I'm about full on inventory space here, so I'm going to go back and kind of get things organized. Let's go to our combination station here and see what I can combine. I know that there are tiger climbing claws somewhere here. I know that they exist. I don't remember where they're at, but I know that they are here. They're real. Do I have to, like, combine them with something here? Is that what's going on? I swear that I could just combine those. Yeah, tiger climbing gear. I swear I have them. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. I definitely remember making them. Did I put them somewhere else by mistake? Did I forget about them? I might have done that. We're gonna have to do some sorting here. I'll get things put together. Don't worry about it. We'll straighten it out here. All right, so this is interesting now. A few things that are different here. So apparently the Spectre Hood just flat out doesn't have any stats on it anymore. That's still the same. Increased mana cost reduction, damage, crit, all that good stuff. Magic damage will hurt nearby enemies. That's normal for the Spectre Mask. The Spectre Hood, it reduces magic damage by 40% and converts it to healing. Magic damage done to enemies heals the player at the lowest health. So that's kind of the same. I think I might take off the Rune Wizard set for a second, just so that I can have that little bit of, yeah, the undeath. Very nice. I like that. I think it looks really, really cool. So we're gonna sheath that. Okay, we're gonna put it away for the time being. I'm going to stack up Mannequin here. I did kind of clear a couple of things out. It's not the best organized thing ever, but it exists. Put that up here. Glorified set. I suppose you've earned the right to exist. I did use you for quite a while. I like the changes they made to it, or it feels like it's been buffed, so it makes it worth actually putting on. Used to not really have any significance in the slightest. Kind of sucked. Compared to the Hallow set anyway, I mean, the set bonus, it just was not comparable. Flat out damage reduction versus a little bit of extra DPS. It exists. We'll put you down here, under the lizard stuff. Excuse me. There was a bunny there, I didn't even see it. I pulverized that thing. Okay, so now... what is it that I can actually make out of Spectre bars? Now, I can make the pickaxe. That's a thing that exists. I suppose I could do that. I have a bunch of extra of them. I might as well throw them out there. Better than the hammer hacks. Hammer hacks. Whatever the hay was, whatever that is. I have no idea what that even might be. So we're just going to sell all that stuff. Junk. Garbage. Yeah, we'll save that. A little Pixum axe. Go ahead and put that up here somewhere. It's a shame there isn't a zenith of a pickaxe. That'd be really cool. I guess the drill containment unit counts. Or I guess the Celebration Mark II. I guess that counts. But it'd still be cool to throw a pickaxe out like the zenith and just start, you know, plowing through things. That'd be awesome. Okay, well, that's neat. All done and over with. It's about to be... It's the middle of the night, actually. So, never mind. So what is it that I'm able to make now? I actually ran out of ectoplasm, and I am unable to make a frost moon thing now, because I just jumped right through it, and I don't have enough hallowed bars. So do I have anything to summon enemies of darkness with? I have a few of these. I could summon the mechanical eye. I imagine I'll probably kill them rather quickly, so I'm not even going to bother setting anything up here. I just need some hallowed bars. So we're going to kill these guys. Come on, come on, come on. You can see the Spectre set in action. Pretty neat, if I do say so myself. What if I swap it out, do the healing thing instead? Used to be, yeah, that's a good bit, a lot of damage there. Yeah, I think I might be able to just stand here and do nothing as long as I just keep using this. As long as I make contact, yep, I won't die. For the record, I do only intend to fight these moons like once, whether I get the good stuff or not. So, oh well, I suppose I'd better go and get a few more things. I do solar eclipse in the morning. That might be kind of valuable. There's a few things in that are pretty good that I like to have. Could actually take advantage of my arena over here. That'd be kind of cool. But it actually has to be daytime. It almost is. Kind of drugged that out a little bit longer than I wanted to. All right, I got things a little bit more comfortably set up here. I still can't really get out through these walls to kill anything, but it's fine. Not a really super urgent thing. And I will just patiently await for daytime, which will be coming soon. Also, if you're wondering what these platforms are here for, I actually did find the way to cheese the Old One's army. I was informed by several people that the way to get the portals to stop making the invisible, I guess, see-through thingamahooza-whatsits, the minions from the portals to turn, you know, ethereal and walk through walls, was that I actually had to make the portals level with the actual pedestal over there. They can line up with it and charge. I had to do this because there is a cheese that I use for the Old One's army, so I don't actually have to fight it legitimately, because it's really, really bad and boring and annoying. Is these little foundations right here. This is a hoik that's disguised as a block that the portal doesn't have a problem with. Normally, if you don't have it set up right, the thing gets a little cranky and won't work right. But whenever you use these blocks right here, because minions can walk through them, it's not a problem. Except they can't. Because this is a hoik. It's a block that is disguised as a block the portal doesn't have a problem with. It's exciting cheese, but yeah, as long as you have those there, the portals will spawn over here and the ground minions cannot go past that. So, I'm pretty much, when I do the Old One's army now, I'm basically fighting the flyers. That's really the only threat to me. I'm curious to see how it works with a solar eclipse. It may result in my demise. I don't know. I know these guys can go through walls, so I'm kind of... And there's Mothrin immediately. Just right there. Apparently, she can pick and choose when she goes through walls. Yeah, it's fine. We'll chop right through her anyway. She's gonna land. She's just gonna land. Is she gonna put her babies out here? Her babies are gonna die. And they're gonna suffer horrible, painful, awful, agonizing pain and suffering and misery. Yep, mowed them down. There we go, Broken Hero Sword and a Superior Eye of Cthulhu. Yep, are they working? Oh yeah, it's working. See, up there, see what it's doing? That's what it does to the Old One's army mobs. Yeah, they can't get through. It's kind of handy. Really good for events. I wish they would have thought of doing that a long time ago. I put them just out of range so that they can still kind of come through, but other than that, you know. That's it. They can't hurt me. Oh, I should have kept that Nettle Burst. I sold it because I didn't think I would need it anymore, but now here we are, patiently awaiting for something to happen. This is a reason why I don't like this particular part of progression, is there's two bosses, and everything's an event, you know what I mean? Go to the dungeon and kill a swarm of enemies, hope you get the drops you want. Go to the surface during the daytime, solar eclipse. Do the same thing, fight the enemies till you get your drops. The moons, they can't happen organically as far as I know, so you gotta go out of your way to go farm things that you might have, and then you kill a bunch of enemies and hope they drop what you want, every time. They just made all of progression after Plantera events. And like 4 bosses. I don't count the lunatic cultist, he's a mini-boss. Sorry for you lunatic enjoyers out there, but he's not a real boss. He's a glorified summoning item that you have to fight in order to activate. Yeah, they're just gonna get stuck up there and they're not gonna be able to attack me, so honestly I feel like it might be better if I just stand up top. Yep, I'll just do that, and then I'll just stand in the middle and these guys, they'll mob me there occasionally. Just get them lined back up again, it'll be fine. Yeah. We'll just stand here. I gotta fix them because now they're gonna charge at me, but they'll die quick. Bloodstained pants, that's pretty hardcore. Yep, see, they're not going anywhere. I can put one of those up there, and it'll pretty much deal big mega damage. No, you don't. This is why Mage is amazing. I can attack multiple different locations at the same time. Even summoners with all their minions can't attack too many things at once, otherwise the poor mobs get a little confused. I mean, I'll probably still end up dying just because it's really hard to see the vampires. The vampires in particular for this event I really hate because they move outrageously fast, and I can't really see them. I mean, there's not really very much of anything that I need from this event, is there? Other than just the sheer enjoyment of doing it, I guess. Broken Hero Sword? I mean, maybe. For the Zenith at the end of the day. A machine for Terrarians? Is it a machine for pigs reference? Has to be. I don't know what else it would be. I mean, realistically, if you think about it, I mean, you couldn't just, like, make these enemies spawn at nighttime. Like, does this have to be a whole event? Or maybe make, like, I don't know, I just feel like some of these things just, I mean, the novelty of it wears off after one run. That could pretty much summon up 90% of the, post-Plantera experience in Terraria. 90% of it runs out of, novelty after the first time, and the rest of it is just kind of like, all right, I gotta do it because I gotta do it. They also had a real big thing for very, very tiny, fast-moving projectiles with damn near infinite range back then. Whenever they were designing this, it was very annoying. The only downside about this armor set is that you get your damage converted into health, but then you get hit by something that deals 1/4 of your health. Oh, there we go, Toxic Flask. I suppose that's magic of sorts. And bad, that does a decent amount of damage. I mean, honestly, could lock an area down with it. Kind of blanket the whole area. I mean, that's cool, I think, you know? I might use it. I just wish it went out faster. I could get some upgrades for it, then maybe it will. Anything else to this, though? I mean, honest to God, is there really much more in the way of things that I need? Yeah, for single target, it looks like the leaf blower is probably the best option. Just deals an outrageous amount of damage, which you can see over there on the right. I'm kind of looking at it, vaguely. Yep, there we go, broken arrow sword again. All right, now it's been a little bit of an awkward jump cut here, but I moved forward from doing a couple of more solar eclipses. I've got most of these items upgraded fully as far as they need to go. I went back and I farmed up a whole bunch of ectoplasm from the dungeon, got a good handful of naughty presents and pumpkin moon medallions, so these are ready to go whenever. Maybe might potentially make this just a long event episode, but what I'm gonna do in the meantime, since it's currently now a fresh day, is I'm gonna go over there to the ocean. I'm gonna fight Duke Fishron. If I can get some of his weapons, that will really make those events significantly easier than they're probably already gonna be. Mainly because there's a few items that I'd really like to get, and I think I can probably take him now with what I've got, but there are a few things I'd like to get, particularly the Razorblade Typhoon, and I would like to get the, what's it called, Razor Pine, I believe? Really like to do that. So let's call forth the Duke. Let's see what I want to use against him. Probably just treat this guy like giant Mothron and just use the leaf blower against him should be fine. I should have brought potions, could have made this go by a lot faster. I might actually die because of being lazy. I'm just a bum when it comes to this guy. I never take him seriously, but I probably should. He's tougher than he looks. I guess he does have his own theme now too. That's neat, I guess. Cool to have that be a thing that exists. I wonder if I could just fight him up there on that platform. I wonder if it'd be worth doing that, like, just out of curiosity. I just gotta make sure I don't accidentally hit the teleporter to take me down to the Shimmer. Would not want to do that. That'd be a problem. I feel like if I had Razor Pine, this guy'd be dead already. I guess I'm not really using the best equipment for him. I could be using the Spectre Staff. I really don't know what's better, honestly. I got a lot of different weapons. They all are kind of, they have their niche uses, but they're not, like, totally useless. Oh my god, I might die. Yep, I hate this. Well, congratulations to my first death by a boss, Duke Fishron. Alright, fine, I'll quit being lazy. It seems a little bit different. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it kind of feels like it's a little bit different this time. Is it just me? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It just feels like it runs a little different. It feels like a different fight. Like, there's a new debuff of some kind. Like a vortex or something. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's different. Feels like I'm just flying in giant circles doesn't really work as well for this guy anymore either. Like, it seems like his aiming is better. He's turned himself into a giant projectile, which, I mean, that's normal for bosses at this stage of the game. They are a giant projectile, but should be going down to his last phase here soon. That'll be the one that kills me. I'd like to not go into it with 0 health, but I mean, you know, is it just me or is he a lot harder than he used to be? Maybe I can't fight him with this stuff. I figure, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe I'll just play it safe and just keep this set on here the whole time. Just jump in big circles. Seems to be working. Okay, whoops, wrong direction. Wrong direction. I don't want to take it off. I'm worried I'm gonna die. Honestly, he feels different. Like, the whole fight just feels like it's harder. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe I'm, like, wildly, like, underprepared for this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. There we go. And come on, Razorblade Typhoon. In the first one, it was the flail. The most useless one in the entirety of the thing. That is so annoying. Well, I suppose that's fine. I don't know why, but it seems like he's a lot harder than he normally is. Just me. Maybe I'm just not as good at the boss fight then as I thought I was. I feel like maybe they changed some things. Could be wrong. Oh well. Well, at least he's off the list here. When do I have to fight the Empress of Light now? Or is that a post-Golem thing? When do I fight her anyway? I don't even remember. Well, I suppose with all that said and done, I'm going to move on and just take care of the moons. Suppose I'll knock those both out right now, use my arena setup over here. This is served me fairly well, so once it's nighttime, I will jump right on getting those done. And spend one night doing the Pumpkin Moon and one night doing the Frost Moon, which is delightful. Which, I wonder if I even really need to do that. Is there anything from the Frost Moon that or anything from the Pumpkin Moon, rather, that I need? Other than the Horseman Blade to make the Zenith, but I mean, I don't really classify that as something I need. If I remember correctly, there is only, like, what, like 1 or 2 mage things explicitly from that event? With, like, the Bat Scepter, I think it's called, or something like that. The rest of the stuff is Summoner, if I'm not mistaken, so, I mean, I guess I don't really need it that badly. I might just skip over that one and go straight to the Frost Moon, because that's the one I actually need. And it is dramatically harder. I feel like the Pumpkin Moon is meant to be fought pre-Golem, and the Frost Moon is meant to be fought post-Golem. I keep forgetting as well that I can lay in a bed to speed up time. That is a feature of this that I keep forgetting exists. They finally caught up with OG Minecraft. It only took them like 10 years, but they got there. Now, if there was an item that let me automatically switch between day and night, it will, considering how so many things require certain conditions like sandstorms, blood moons, and nightfall to do. That'd be kind of neat, nifty, handy, useful. Part of a decent game design, you know, if I do say so myself. Alrighty, and countdown begins. Here we go soon. 10 more seconds. I think 7:30, actually. That's when it really is. There we go. And we have switched over. The naughty presentation. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, we're going straight to it. We're not holding nothing back, not pulling any punches. So it looks like, yes, the gingerbread men are getting stuck. The mimics are hopping right over, which isn't a big deal. They're falling down from up above. I really ought to get rid of that up there. That super long platform. That's kind of annoying. They're falling down. Not really working for me here. They're tough. They're definitely durable. I'm going to go and put this right there. Oh, the Everscream can go right over it. So, I mean, this is basically pointless now. That's what I need, though. I need them. Lots and lots of them. Honestly, I could probably make that, like, Hoik wall over there a little bit bigger. I could put a couple of them there, and it might actually work out against this. Maybe. There we go. Too much to ask that I get the thing immediately. Of course it is. Not in a million years. Yep, no, that thing just, it drops in. It looks like. Just goes right over the Hoik. This is the only thing that I need from this. The Razor Pine is the only thing I want. I don't want anything else. Once I get that, the event can go anyway. It doesn't matter if it goes catastrophic for the rest of the thing or not. Welcome to the stage of progression where everything hits for 2/3 of your health and no matter what the difficulty is. So much fun. So engaging. Another Everscream. It's up above me, isn't it? I bet. Nope, actually it went below. Never mind. Elfcopter. Look at that sprite. So dated. Classic Terraria. Nice and ugly. Up in the sand tank. That doesn't work anymore either. That just goes straight over it. This thing drops a really good ranger weapon. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into needing handicaps to make you play decently, then yeah, I guess ranger might be for you. Death is coming for you. Oh, and we're dead. Yep, 300 health. That's very necessary. I do feel very engaged right now. This is really good gameplay. Oh, now I'm never going to get back over to the to the arena. I'm going to keep murder. Oh yeah, there's monsters in my house. Yep, everything's going to die. Oh my god, I hate those things. Pint-sized machine gun bullets. They're very annoying. There we go. Sand tank's dead. Done and over with. Didn't get anything from it. So far, I've got the, what, the Christmas hook. Useless. Not what I want at all. Oh god, here we go. How about I try this? Will this be good? Big damage? Kind of. Not really. Doesn't feel like it. Oh god, I'm not going to heal fast enough. The regeneration aspect of the hood is really kind of useless for situations like this. I just want to see what I have to do to make it not walk right over the Hoik. I take it off, get hit once, there goes half my health, put the hood back on, back to 0 damage. I would wager this stage of the game is when Mage is at its least fun. Can you stop sending me Santa tanks? I would like to fight something else, please. Oh, that's good. They're waiting for me. Well, that was awful, and I don't plan on ever doing that again. Yeah, so out of all that, I got, what, a Christmas hook? Yeah, that's pretty bad. You know, I don't think I got anything at all from that. I don't even know if it qualifies as me completing it because I only got to, 10. Frost Moon is passed. Yeah, that's about it. So, well, I guess I got a Christmas hook now. Hooray. I really feel super fulfilled. And I don't really have very much of a desire to do anything else, so, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode there. That was very, meh. I don't really know how to describe it beyond that. So, yeah, we're kind of, like I said, this is not really a part of the game that I particularly enjoy, and yeah, this is, you know, I've said all I have to say about this. So, once again, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, tell me what you think, join the Discord, we can chat. With all that said and done, like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode here. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it, and as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, we have a good one of those, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.